What's happening, beautiful people? Jabari Thomas here, and we are in Shreveport, Louisiana, my hometown. One of the largest acting agencies is located right here, and they've been my agent for more than 20 years. They have some tips for you if you want to become an actor and hopefully find that perfect agent. Let's go meet them. Just start with your introduction. I guess just start with you.
For over 20 years in a book,
So just start. I'm John Landrum. I'm George Landrum, and we're the Landrum Arts. Whenever you're ready.
I'm Dawn Landrum.
I'm George Landrum.
And we're with Landrum Arts LA Talent Agency.
And have booked well over thousands. I mean, well over 12,000 projects.
What's the most question you get asked as agents?
How do I get an agent?
Yeah.
Dawn was a commercial and fashion photographer and was very successful in that. And a lot of local actors, when the movies started getting more active in Louisiana, started pushing us saying, hey, why don't y'all open an agency because you're hiring us to do photography work with you. And then Hurricane Katrina hit, and the movie The Guardian moved up here from New Orleans, moved up to Shreveport to shoot. And Lisa Mae Cannon called us at home on our unlisted phone number.
Back when it was landlines and
back when people still had landlines. And it was unlisted. And she called and said, hey, we hear you can help us find local talent.
And she's a big-time casting director.
Big-time casting director. And we hadn't even opened the agency officially yet.
We never even said yes to all these actors that had been asking us, please be my agent. And we're like, no.
And she just said, hey, we'll be up there tomorrow afternoon to set up our new office. Can you bring by your headshot book?
And I realized that I always took headshots of the actors I hired to do my, photography. And so he's like, wait, we actually do have all the headshots.
I was like, yeah, okay, we can do that.
We did.
And so got on the phone and called every actor that we knew and said, hey, you need to get your resume over here to me right now. I got to hand over a book to casting tomorrow. A big old 3-ring binder. And we went and met with Lisa Mae and handed it over. And they wound up booked some of our people on The Guardian, and it just snowballed from there.
And you guys can just name drop these films just say the name of the films and what they did.
Oh, wow. Ant-Man, Venom, Ender's Game, Roots.
Captain America.
Deepwater Horizon, Free State of Jones.
The Winter Soldier. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Alita Battle Angel.
Stranger Things.
Mile 22 with Mark Wahlberg.
Olympus Has Fallen was one of the first ones another one of the first ones that filmed here in Shreveport.
And then we also have people in big video games. We've got Star Wars Battlefront.
We got Jurassic World. That was Colby was trying to get into our agency, and he didn't have a lot on his resume. And so we starting to have to after our third year, we're like, we're going to have to limit who gets in because we're getting too big and too many people. And so our process was a little harder to get into us. And so he kept getting kind of rejected by our new talent division. And so he learned that you have to have referrals and references. So in the mail, we get this package from Lucasfilms, and they were speaking for Colby.
Wow.
Because he actually worked with the... Colby is a world-class fencer.
Okay.
And he actually worked with the head stunt coordinator and fight choreographer for Lucasfilms that trained the actors in lightsaber fencing for the movies. Mm-hmm. And so he wrote us a letter on Lucasfilms letterhead and said, will you give my boy a chance?
Wow.
So we took him, and he's the one that's on Jurassic World.
What have y'all booked me in?
Jabari. Oh my gosh, that was
I was in a cult classic film.
Oh, that was so long ago.
Which one?
Were you in? Was he in that? He wasn't in the Town That Dreaded Sundown.
No.
I can't remember back.
Gee
then.
whiz, you already.
They've booked all my films and they can't remember not one.
Which ones did we put you in, Jabari?
Pitch Perfect.
Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh, we didn't
Wait,
even
was it
mention that one.
Was
We
it
booked
Pitch
yeah.
Perfect 2?
One.
No,
One?
Pitch
We
Perfect
tried to.
one.
I
Yeah.
did book on
Yeah,
2
he was.
too.
Yeah.
He was in the gymnasium.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
announcer, yeah.
He was the announcer in the gymnasium. Yeah.
NCIS New Orleans.
NCIS New
You
Orleans.
need to tell us
yeah.
ahead of time. You can ask us questions like
Yeah,
that.
wow. Put us on the spot like that.
So long ago.
Wow, that was so long ago. Yeah, we were mentioning off all the more recent stuff.
Yeah.
But
Y'all stay so
golly.
busy though and have so many
Ooh,
actors.
that
Yeah.
was so
Long time
long
ago,
ago.
right?
What's
Yeah.
your favorite thing that we booked you on? What's your favorite project?
Oh, now that's a
I
hard
really do
question.
now.
Yeah, I know. That's a hard question.
Let me see. Favorite thing you guys booked me on?
See, now you know what it feels like.
Pitch Perfect was very interesting. I think that was the most like professional set experience that I did, as far as like, I think it was a 4-day shoot and, I mean, that was pretty cool. I've had a lot.
Oh, humble beginnings. I know your humble beginnings. You all started from your house. Tell me about that process and what that was like.
We bought our first little house when we were 23. Yeah. And it was 1,100 square feet. And so when the agency took off so big, we didn't have a place to do it. So we literally just tore out our whole dining room and put in the offices right there. Our living room was torn out and became a studio with pull down screens and cameras and all, the whole shebang. So we just had to do it out of our house at first because we just got busier than we had the means to be busy.
Yeah.
And so we just adapted.
What's it like just working together all the time?
It's fun.
We have so much
We
fun.
have so much fun
We
together.
have a wall that separates us so we don't have to kill each other during the day.
Plus, we get to travel a lot with this job. We do travel a lot and have a lot of friends in the industry that we get to see, a couple times a year.
Work with, casting directors, producers, directors, at these industry events that we go to. We've met a lot of great friends throughout the years.
Nice.
And so we always go together.
Is there a secret or something?
Well, we do play Call of Duty at the end of every night.
Really?
We
Yeah.
do, yeah.
That's incredible.
And
I'm done.
oh yeah, and we play and that's kind of cool too because we get to meet people because our screen names. Mine is Dawn's Good Night, as in King Arthur's knight, and hers is Good Night's Dawn. And when we're logged on and we get in, there'll be people from all over the world that log in and play. And sometimes they'll see us and say, "Wait a minute, you guys got to be a couple." And then we'll get to chatting with them while we're playing and telling our story to them.
Believe it or not, it's really an advantage to have a man and a woman agent because some actors are more comfortable working with a male and some are more comfortable working with a female. And we're mom and pop to them. They just started calling us that.
Mama Dawn and Papa George.
Yeah, they just came up with that. And so it helps, we both have different, positive energies and strengths in our energies and in different ways. We accentuate each of our talents and skills. So he handles all of the technology parts of it, the security parts of it, the auditions and the scheduling, and I handle all of the pitching and the booking. And so
Nice.
we just really
tag team it. And it
tag
works.
team
Got a nice
all
system.
of it. And instead of me being an agent that just takes this amount of actors and him being an agent that has these group of actors, we all represent all of them, and we just in different ways help them with our biggest strengths.
When they ask me, how do I get an agent or get with an agent of of your size or whatever, and I tell them you've got to study, you've got to be working out constantly, you've got to be practicing, studying, you have to have something on your resume. You got to
How do you get that though? How do you get that?
volunteer, get involved with community theater first, experience and get you used to memorizing large blocks of dialogue. Learn what blocking is, how to block with other actors, how to, perform in front of a crowd. That gives you all these basics. Get in touch with the local colleges that have film or telecommunications programs. tell them I'm an aspiring actor. I'm trying to get some credits. I'm trying to get some experience working with filmmakers and other actors. I would love to audition for your next student film.
Like
I will work for peanut butter and jelly.
As we all have.
Exactly. And these are students trying to shoot films. They can't afford to hire professional actors. So yeah, they're going to jump at a chance to have an actor come and audition for their film. While you're doing that, also volunteer to work on the crew for them. Mm-hmm. Some of the best actors started out working on crew because they understand when the gaffer's telling you, I need you to find your light. I need you to do this. You know what he's talking about. When you tell him to cheat this way or cheat to the camera this way, or you'll understand why, not just what they're asking you to do.
Terminology too, so you know what it means.
And you'll understand why they're asking you to do that. Mm-hmm. When you get to see what it looks like behind the camera, you'll understand why they're asking you to do that when you're in front of the camera.
So if somebody comes to you with a pitch, where do most actors fail when you deny them?
A lot of times.
So many.
A lot of it's they listen to the wrong people.
Yeah.
They listen to grandma, mom, and dad that tell them their whole life that they're a natural.
We've all seen American Idol. We know they don't always tell the truth according to what the industry standard is.
Yeah, you really got to study. You got to find some training.
Yes.
And there's a wealth of training available online. Well, there are some professional casting directors that have YouTube series that you can subscribe to and actually do workouts, and they let you send in tapes, and they'll do that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Masterclass online. Look up Masterclass. I mean, there are big named actors.
Like major stars will go on and they have a class to teach you.
Yeah, they will have a class or a seminar. A lot of this stuff is very inexpensive, and some of it you can find for free. There's a lot of it that they will give you, but you're going to have to put in the work. That's the main thing. You got to put in the work, because you send us an audition, we know if you've been spending time in front of a camera or if it's just something you think you got naturally.
And what? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We even tell our actors that are already with us, you need to audition every day, whether we send you a real one or if you practice doing one that you just come up with. You can go to imsdb.com and get a free script, and it's a script of a big movie or a TV show that you've already heard of. They're there alphabetically, and it doesn't cost you a cent. You can just memorize a page, just do it. Watch it back on your cell phone. Have your family or your friends critique it, and see if you
send it to other actors.
Yes. Did you bring to that audition something that was believable? Casting directors call us going, I was about to call you so mad that your actor was being so belligerent until after they cut, and then they were the nicest person. I forgot that they actually had to be that way for the character. So that's when it's that real. That's what we want it to be, so real that you take that casting director out of reality into the reality of that scene, to where they can't tell the difference.
When we're watching your audition, if you're auditioning to try to get into our agency, when I'm watching your audition, I want to be left wanting more of that character.
Yeah.
If this is something you have a passion about, don't give up.
Yeah,
but
don't go in with expectations, because the industry is not the same as it was. You can't go into this thinking, I've trained at this college and this college. I've studied with Ivana Chubbuck, Margie Haber, all the big, Stanislavski. I studied everywhere, and I'm still not getting the parts.
With the advancements in self-taping and the internet, there is so much more competition. It's just so you can't give up. It may be a long time between auditions. It may be a long time before you hear back from somebody that you've applied to, but you just got to keep going and
even
keep
major stars
working.
have other jobs.
Yep.
That should tell you they have other jobs.
A lot of them take jobs teaching.
Yeah. Or they have a restaurant, or something that they are doing to survive.
So don't give up.
No, if this is your passion, you wake up wanting to do this, then let it be your passion and keep doing it.